A devastating flash flood and mudslide has struck the Nepal-Tibet border, causing widespread destruction, killing at least 162 people and leaving hundreds of tourists and residents missing. The disaster was initially believed to have been triggered by a magnitude 4.4 earthquake. However, the U.S. Geological Survey and local authorities later identified a glacial collapse and debris flow as the true cause. A massive chunk of ice is believed to have broken away from a mountain, dragging rocks, mud, and sediment downhill and unleashing a destructive flow through the border region. Experts say climate change is accelerating glacial melt across the Himalayas, although they stress it is still too early to determine its specific role in this event. The human toll is enormous, and the number of missing remains alarmingly high. On the Nepali side, 64 bodies were recovered downstream in Chitwan district and another 26 in Nawalparasi East, while Chinese state media reported at least 3 deaths in Tibet. In Tibet's Gyirong County, 558 people are missing, including 260 foreign nationals. Hundreds also remain unaccounted for on the Nepali side, including more than 100 local citizens and hundreds of international tourists. Reported missing individuals include at least 133 people from India, 54 from the United States, 53 from Ukraine, 34 from Australia, and 33 from the United Kingdom. 28 Nepalese police officers, military personnel, and power workers are also among those missing. The affected border zone is popular with trekkers and pilgrims, helping explain the large number of international visitors caught in the disaster. Many of the missing Indian nationals were undertaking the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, or the sacred Hindu pilgrimage to Mount Kailash in Tibet, which had only recently resumed after pandemic and geopolitical delays. Nepal has deployed 2,000 troops for land and aerial search and rescue operations, mainly in the hard-hit Razwa and Nuwakot districts, rescuing 97 stranded people so far. But the search is becoming increasingly difficult as teams attempt to reach isolated areas. On the Tibetan side, rescue operations are being severely hindered by a massive mudslide in Gyirong County, reported to be 1.5 meters deep and stretching 2.5 kilometers from the border crossing. High mountains, narrow valley roads, and the inability to deploy heavy machinery are further complicating the mission. Continued rainfall is expected over the next 3 days, increasing uncertainty and danger. ICEMOD has also warned that debris entering the Trishuli River could create temporary blockages or landslide dams, potentially triggering a secondary flash flood if those barriers fail. Emergency relief and international support are now being mobilized alongside the search. Nepal Prime Minister Balendra Shah's office has dispatched 8 military trucks carrying 8 tons of emergency supplies, including blankets, sleeping bags, mosquito nets, solar panels, and solar lights. The United States has pledged $500,000 for shelter, water, and sanitation, while China, India, and the European Union have pledged aid or dispatched supplies. The United Nations is also mobilizing personnel and resources to support government-led operations. With hundreds still missing and further rainfall expected, the immediate priority remains finding survivors while authorities monitor the risk of another flood.